I think we need 3 or 4 or maybe 5 new subscribers to make 74,000.
We're 74, darling.
We're what?
We are 74.
Sorry, we're at 74,000. Now in the past weeks, maybe 6 weeks, 2 months, we have been adding subscribers at the rate of 1,000 and sometimes 1,500 a day. It's been a very exciting time, and now we're at 74,000, and we expect, not being boastful, but we're just looking at the way that it's going, we expect that we're going to soon be at 100,000, which we will love, because by that time we will be a non-profit, non-stock, non-profit corporation, and we will be able to get back to our work as soon as we are approved.
Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as we're approved, then we will get back to work.
Yeah.
I've been video.
Yeah, once we are approved na ganit mi kamong tanang basher sa paon tamo sa mga among sa paon tamo sa among
I was going to say
mga
that.
basher namo sa paon tamo sa among papers, okay? May mga batasan, may mga kaluoy, may mga buot.
Buot? Buot? Well, what is buot? What's buot?
May mga itom og kasing-kasing. May mga wa may kuanda sagdi lang wala man sila kasabot, pero kamo mga among mga kuan mo mga kritiko kaning tawhana idarani na ni dako na nig edad, pero dako ni gikatabang sa mga taong nagkinahanglan. Kamo sige lang mo dihag yaw-yaw, sige og kuan sa inyong computer. Check.
Excuse me. Who are you? Can you see what I'm up against? So, what the hell were we talking about? I never remember when she does that. Anyway, what are we doing? The age difference. What about it? We go through this thing every time with the age difference. And mainly, people say, so what? It's just a number. And then others go, what's the old guy doing? Looks like a grandfather or a great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather, depending how pleasant they're being and depending how they manage to last before I delete them. Well, what else am I going to do, for heaven's sake? The other one was, I like the way that Beth pulls at the skin on his cheeks. Still chicken neck. You can wear polo neck sweaters, but you can't hide it. So anyway, recognizing a troll. I thought I would make a point about this. How do I recognize a troll? Well, what usually happens is that they are very good at clothing their little dagger. Let's say they put the dagger in, and they do this by covering it in little compliments. You know, you're such a wonderful couple. You know. Pity that he's such an old fart, or something like that. How long do you think it's going to last? Shouldn't you get him on vitamins so that he can last another few, I don't know. Well, if he could last to the end of the video, it would be nice. I'm just inventing that. They're not that humorous. So yes, recognizing a troll, you see 2 or 3, and I use the California law thing of 3 strikes you're out. And if they have the nasty, even if it's clothed in a compliment, I just get, if I'm in doubt, I just get rid of it. Because the thing is that if someone makes a nasty comment, even if it's got something nice attached to it as well, it's like, I don't know, it's like a bucket of poop and gift wrapped really nicely, isn't it? So would you like a big turd if it was wrapped with silver paper and a bow? Probably not. In fact, actually, while we're on the subject, there was a company in California. California is that breeding place for the most extraordinary ideas, and someone worked out that there are some people that you would like to be very explicit with when you tell them how you feel about them. And sometimes words are just not enough, are they? Yeah. So what some what some clever person or company did was they got a bucket of bullshit. Sorry, there's no other way to say that. They got a bucket of the stuff, okay? And they wrapped it beautifully. And then you could have it sent from, I guess, from them. They would drop ship it. And there's a near accident, isn't it? Drop ship. They would drop ship this parcel of good news to whoever you were really ticked off with. I thought I'd mention that anyway. So, what are we looking at? Recognizing the troll, wasn't it? Yeah, well, you do recognize it in the end, and then, yeah, you just get rid of it. So, Mitch and Marie. Mitch is a friend that we still see occasionally because he lives relatively distant, and plus the things that he does are not in sync with us because we do a different kind of thing, and because he doesn't live that close, we see him seldom. But him and Marie, he was a hot item because Marie was this very, very quiet but very pretty lady, tiny, petite and pretty, and a little shy, and she got everybody's sympathy. And Mitch is this go-getter, the big, well, a lot of people thought that he was like a particular actor who was Hispanic, and they likened him to that. Whenever I thought about making, only in theory, making a movie about all of our visitors and the people that we'd met that had come to meet us, I always thought of Mitch as being the ringmaster. So he was the one in charge. He would come in and go, yes, well, you understand. And the bottom line is that Mitch and Marie broke up. And we haven't heard much about Marie since. So we saw her at our church a few times, and then she just kind of disappeared from sight. So can't give you an update on that any more than that. They broke up. We're sad. We're sad that happened. We're always sad. Well, isn't anybody sad when their friends break up? So, sounds like the dogs have started, doesn't it? So anyway, Mitch apparently is now very happy with a lady that he has become engaged to, and they work together on their farm, which you can go and look. I think it's called Beth. Beth, what is Mitch's? What's his YouTube?
Survival Philippines.
An expat.
Survive Philippines.
An expat surviving the Philippines, I think it's called. You can go and look at some exciting stuff. He never does anything small, so there's always something good to look at. Go and have a look at Mitch's site. So, our subscriber base, amazing rocket roller, roller coaster rocket ride that we've had, that it rose so incredibly quickly. Well, we had this seemed to coincide with something that happened. Somebody made some accusations against us and sent a complaint, which was eventually handled by the DSWD. And even though we were in the process of applying for our license as a non-profit, non-stock, non-profit organization, they told us that we would have to not build any more houses, which we were going very strong on building houses, because it's one area of Philippine life where people are living in pitiful conditions, and it was so easy to get people involved in that because people saw the condition of some of these houses and said, I want to help, and they did. And now, because of that, it's an irony, we had this huge increase, And I think that we either almost or more than tripled our subscriber base. We went from, I don't know, around 10 or maybe 12,000 subscribers. And as I said a moment ago, we're now at 74,000. So it's been an amazing ride. I think quite a lot has been responsible for the fact that we appealed to the OFWs. Now, OFWs, overseas Filipino workers, are very close to my heart because I know that in so many cases the sacrifice that they make in order to go abroad are just they're just unbelievable.